It's week 1 of the 2024 season. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Chargers and the Bengals. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it certainly hadn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap, and the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw here is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Herbert off of play action. And got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
To the air again, Herbert. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. He takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Again, it's Mixon. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught. Finding room in midfield. Some strong running. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand-new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Burrow. It fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out. Able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And incomplete. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Herbert back to the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws in a double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
And that flag accepted.
Automatic first down.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3.
There he goes left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Mixon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Herb Smith Jr. taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 39.
The 71 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Now 2nd and 3.
Now it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert throwing again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Josh Palmer
from 3 yards out.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Holding offense.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL.
All
The
right,
highlights
Coach,
are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And out now, here come the Bengals.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mixon with a 1st down carry.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Here's Burrow. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
L.A. readies for its next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Here's Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Holding offense.
What was that, man?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Able to push his way through. 49-yard punt. 5 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Mixing up the middle. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. To the air again, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Herbert now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Now Herbert. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Finds Johnston.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
From midfield now, Burrow. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Burrow going to throw again.
He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Burrow looking to pass.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Now Burrow. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
125 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 3.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Herbert off of play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for LA, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.